Hi, Dr. David. I'm Presley Whitfield, and I'll be giving a presentation on copyright. So, copyright is the exclusive right given to an originator or to print or publish, perform, film, or record a product. This is what comes up when you look it up in Google. So, I think that gives us the basic understanding of copyright without all of the other things that make it up, like trademark, patent, intellectual properties, all those things that really make it what copyright is. So we're taking the simple definition, but get the understanding. So when you take the long definition from when you look according to our textbook in Media Law and Ethics by Moore, Murray, Farrell, and Ulam, copyrights, trademarks, and patents are known as intellectual properties. And intellectual properties are the idea that can be traced back to the Article 1 and Section 8 of the Constitution, which these sections to explain that authors and inventors have the rights to their writing or discoveries, and it's the exclusive rights, which is important when you want to claim your ideas. So this extended to congressional powers, which is important for copyright and patent to regulate commerce, which can be with foreign nation states, several states, and Indian tribes. And after this, you may be thinking that who really keeps up with it and why is that important? Well, the U.S. Copyright Office, which is an arm of the Libraries of Congress. So this is important because you need to know where your ideas go and where it's held on to, so you know that it's safe. And so you know that it's through Congress. And this is important because it is an extension of oneself. So you learn that you have to protect your ideas and discoveries, and that's why copyright was really brought into the mix and why it's a thing. A great example I found for understanding copyright is found in, or according to, Copyright and Interpreting the Law for Libraries, Archives and Information Services by Graham Cornish. And this is from 2015. The idea that really helped me understand it was based on property right. Like, I just recently bought a house, so this was easier for me to understand. So it takes the idea of owning a property and how you can lend it to someone, rent it out, lease, sell, or put it in a will, trust, whatever you want to do with it. You could just even give it away. So the copyright is basically the same thing. And it's the idea that others can buy or hire it through agreements or licensures. And the idea of copyright is rooted in fundamentals about creativity and possession. So copyright also, which is important to know, was created in the 1790s. And this was through patent first and then became copyright later in the 1800s. This was created, like I've previously said, for the protection of ideas. And Congress, and for Congress. The copyright law has changed based on time frames. Like previously, once you filed it, you were able to have 14 years, and now you can own something for 28 and have the opportunity of renewal. So it protects that idea or discovery for that much longer. And then there's similar formality requirements that have changed over time, such as small things that maybe unless you have a copyright, it wouldn't be terribly important. So copyright infringement is the main thing that comes up in these prominent cases that people make with copyright. So the first case that I found that I felt like was a good example was Mosley & Mosley versus Victoria's Secret Catalog Incorporated in 2003. This had to do with Victoria's Secret's marked capacity to identify their goods being sold in their catalogs. So basically they were deciding if their label was popular enough to be blurred. So, or their trademark. Another prominent case dealing with copyright trademark is Qualitex Company versus Jacobson Product Incorporated in 1995, which dealt with the trademark and its colors and meanings, which they don't do now, actually. So this was a previous thing that has changed. The main one that I focused on that I found in the Columbia Journal of Law and Arts was on the first page, and according to them, it covers the prominent case of Religious Technology Center and versus Netcom Online Communication Services Incorporated, which pertain to the right of the writings in the Church of Scientologies. But there are many things like this. So copyright goes across so many different things. And copyright now does not protect individual words or short phrases or slogans. Over time, there has been a lack of coverage for familiar symbols or designs in lettering or coloring. So as you can tell, after everything, many things make up copyright law, and it is important for us to understand it because it is the protection of our ideas. Thank you.